Hey guys, Katie Krause here for Hollywire.com, and today I'm so excited because I'm joined by one of my very favorite up-and-coming bands, Tonight Alive, all the way from Australia. How do you guys know each other? How did you guys meet and decide to form the band?
Cam and Jake were in a band at the start. I kind of joined the band, and then we started kind of writing our own music, and we got Jen in, and we got Matt in for the drums. And so we've been this lineup for about 2 years now.
Who were some of your musical influences growing up?
Growing up, we all listened to Sum 41, Simple Plan, Blink-182, but we're not as predictable as you might think. We all listen to a bit of metal, a bit of jazz, a bit of funk.
You guys have All Shapes and Disguises, which is one of my favorite albums of last year. It came out 6 months ago.
Those were songs that we had first written as a band, and kind of just getting to know how to write songs, I guess.
What would you say is your favorite song on that album?
I think mine's my favorite thing because it was sort of one of the songs that we wrote towards the end of the writing process for that.
I'd say Closer would be mine, just because it's the first one.
I like To Die For, but I also am stoked that we got to record the Rufio cover.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that was one of our favourite bands as well growing up.
Even more recently, you guys put out Consider This.
Yes.
So what was the reasoning behind that? Why did you guys decide to put that out so quickly?
It's called Consider This because it's a sort of a taste of things that are to come.
You're working with Mark Trombino, who actually worked with Jimmy Eat World, and one of my favorites, Blink-182.
Yeah.
So how did that come about, and what's that been like for you guys?
So we kind of got in contact with him last year, and we've just been talking ever since then. And we just said, let's do it, and he's always been really keen and shares our vision on what we want, so it's been great.
Well, you guys came out here specifically to record this new album, so what's your experience been like in LA so far?
LA is kind of similar to Sydney, but
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, it's got a vibe about it, but I really like it. I don't really want to leave.
I'm curious, are there any certain vocabulary that we use that you guys aren't used to that you've had to sort of learn?
Yes,
Give me
you
the
guys
good ones.
always respond to us with, sure.
Someone gives you something, you're like, thank you, and you're like, sure. And it's like, oh, okay. I'm just like, oh, is he being rude to me or something?
The only problem I've had is when we head to Mexican restaurants and I ask for water. I have to repeat myself about 4 times because no one understands. We have to put an American accent onto everything we say now.
Water.
Can I please have some water?
I was looking up Australian pop culture and I came across your national anthem. And I was wondering if you guys could sing it.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soil and wealth return, our home is girt by sea. Dum dum dum.
You guys had your very first show in the States ever this past weekend, Chain Reaction. So talk to me about that.
We had the best night. It was incredible. Kids had traveled 6 hours and overnight to see us. It was packed wall to wall and there were kids singing along, and it was like, how do you know our songs? We wrote them in our bedrooms and people in California know them.
I used to watch my favourite bands years ago on YouTube and playing a Chain Reaction, and I finally got to play there, and so that was amazing for me.
Where do you guys see your place in the music industry?
We're not trying to be anything groundbreaking. We're not trying to write songs that are so different from everything.
We're doing what we want to do and what makes us happy, and if it makes other people happy, that's really special.
Well, where can fans keep up with you guys? What's your Twitter, MySpace?
Our Twitter is twitter.com/tonightalive. We've all got our own personal ones that you can find on there. We've got a Tumblr, we have an official website, tonightaliveofficial.com. We've got MySpace, Facebook, Pure Volume, we've got it all. It's just Tonight Alive. It's as simple as that, yeah.
Australia fair.